with this
If you don't
forewarned
have
weather
the right
alert.
controls in place and the right volunteers in those jobs, they're very susceptible to fraud, waste, and abuse.
Fraud and abuse, millions of dollars gone. It is all happening in school districts across our area. If you've got a kid in middle or high school, you probably do a lot of communicating with booster clubs, PTOs. But before you reach into your wallet and give them some of your hard-earned cash, there's some things you need to know. News 4's Carice Jackman is working for you tonight, unpacking startling details outed in a new state report.
If your teen's on a sports team, chances are there's a booster club or PTO organizing fundraisers. But the same pocket of money used for positivity may sometimes leave you and your teen empty-handed.
Really, the problems that we see in these booster clubs and PTOs are fairly similar from one investigation to the next.
Since 2016, Dunn's office uncovered $25.8 million of fraud, waste, and abuse in the state. One of the most egregious documented was H.G. Hill Middle School Parent-Teacher Organization in Davidson County. According to this investigative report, former PTO President Janice Adrian misappropriated PTO funds totaling more than $31,000. At one point, the former president was accused of making at least 36 personal purchases with a PTO debit card to make home rental and car payments, utility bills, purchase clothing, furniture, and cigarettes. She was found guilty on one count of theft over $10,000 and one count of fraudulent use of a credit or debit card. She's now on supervised probation for 6 years. We spoke with her attorney on the phone. She says Adrian is abiding by her probation and is doing her best to pay the money back.
Ultimately, the buck kind of stops at the officers of the organization.
Director of School Audit Taronda Frierson says school support organizations are separate entities from the district, but the district has increased their internal controls based on the suspected fraud and misappropriation reports.
When they submit their revenues and expense report to us, we do compare that information to our fundraiser approval forms that we have on file in our office. Because that helps us gauge if organizations are depositing funds timely.
It's what they're doing to stay ahead so that another parent doesn't find themselves on the sidelines worried about their money. Now, Frierson with MMPS also gave us some much needed tips. So if your parent is interested in getting involved in a PTO or booster club, listen up. We put some tips on our screen right now. Number one, do your homework on the organization. Speak with the officers in charge and ask them what their accomplishments are. Also, ask if you could have some meeting minutes or their monthly financial reports. Frierson says if they have nothing to hide, they will not be defensive about giving you that information. But if they do, Lauren, there's a red flag right there. Lauren?
All right, call for action problem solver Carice Jackman, thank you so much. And it's worth noting, News 4 is always working for you. If you have a story you want us to investigate, call the tip line. It's the number on your screen right here. Or you can also email us at 4investigates@wsmv.com.